Hi folks, welcome to another development diary for Mesoamerica Universalis. My name's Nathan. Today we'll be going over some of the changes we've been working on since we last checked in. We're going to be talking primarily about the changes we've made to the Central Mexican Faith Complex. Just to catch up those of you joining us for the first time, Mesoamerica Universalis is a total overhaul mod for Europa Universalis IV. It's designed to represent pre-Columbian Mexico at a high level of accuracy in geography, politics, society, and economy. Now, getting right into it, let's take a look at the changes to religion in central Mexico in our 0.7 update. So, in our first release, 0.6, we represented faith in this area with a massive abstract blob called Nahuatl. Blob which is also represented in the base game applied to Oldham, Mexico, west of Tehuantepec, the skinny isthmus here. Now, here you can see that we've made some minor changes. We've broken up Nahuatl into 16 sub-religions, each representing a particular god that was taken as the patron deity of a given area or city-state. The identification of these patron deities with their associated city-states and the rest of the research that went into this system has been my own main priority over the last several months. With this process, there are some clear facts we can work with and some areas where we had to make educated guesses. So, for example, if we look at the Valley of Mexico itself here, we can see that there's a high level of fidelity and diversity of different patron deities. And that's simply the result of having so much more info on this area in the primary sources as opposed to other areas of Mesoamerica. We know for a fact that Huitzilopochtli was the patron of the Mexica capital, Tenochtitlan. We know that Texcoco across the lake bore the patron deity of Tezcatlipoca. In other areas, like the Huasteca, along the coast of modern Veracruz, we have strong indications that the goddess Tlazolteotl was dominant in the form of a deity named Ixcuina. The level of diversity present in the Valley of Mexico here would have been the case across the entire region in real life, but the lack of primary sources means we had to generalize from just a few sites in many places. The goal of this new system is to represent the complexities of interrelated Central Mexican religion. What we see in this area is an interregional, interrelated series of pantheons and ceremonial complexes, where although vast amounts of mythology and ritual are shared between each area across the region, each corner also has its own interpretation and emphasis that it places on those shared symbols and figures. This was often directly related to political realities. So, for example, Huitzilopochtli, the hummingbird war god of the Mexica, was non-existent outside of their nation until the political dominance of their Triple Alliance. After that, we see Huitzilopochtli elevated to prominence in a number of areas where he never would have been before. That idea of elevation of different deities, politically, is at the core of our new system. So, utilizing the base of the vanilla Confucian harmony mechanics, we now have a system in which, over time, through conquest and the changing politics of central Mexico, different deity complexes will rise to prominence across the region. Perhaps Huitzilopochtli will be replaced in Tenochtitlan by the god of pulque and the magui plant, Ometochtli. Perhaps Mixcoatl-Comachtli, the cloud serpent deity of the northern desert, will come to prominence as far south as Oaxaca. A growing empire will need to take these different deities and their patrons into consideration to maintain stability. Now, this isn't the only new system that's coming into play in our 0.7 update. With the new release, every Mesoamerican faith will also receive our new captives mechanic. This is a special mechanic shared by all Mesoamerican religions, designed to model the religious, political, social practice of captive taking among Mesoamerican societies. So, you gain captives by fighting battles, winning grants more, although both grant some, and winning sieges. And depending on your religion, you will gain different types of captives from a battle. So, for example, followers of the Maya religion will receive elite captives exclusively, whereas followers of Nahuatl religions will take captives indiscriminately. Captives can help small states maintain high army tradition and low war exhaustion quite a bit, but getting the same level of bonuses as a much larger state is much more difficult. The uses each religion has for captives are unique, so for the Nahuatl faith group, having more common captives will allow you to take better options in certain religious events, take new decisions, and interact with buildings differently. The Maya faith, on the other hand, can sacrifice elite noble captives to gain power projection and diplomatic reputation. There is also a universal use for captives. Any government using a hegemonic strategy in our game will expect a new ruler to prove themselves in a successful war. The more captives taken in that initial war, the better a bonus you will receive, which may even culminate in the ruler gaining a point of military skill. Now, while religion's been our primary focus recently, our team has been working away on a number of other features and challenges. A lot of those challenges have to do with optimizing old code, reintegrating mechanics on our new map, which you can see in our previous video, linked in the description, by the way, and implementing new features too. We've updated and re-implemented, among other things, the tribute system, our population system, and communication efficiency as an example. With the old way that we calculated communication efficiency, it was measured by number of provinces from your capital. This worked, but it made things a bit wonky in some cases, where denser provinces closer together often had lower communication efficiency than large provinces spaced further apart. Thanks to improved mod support on Paradox's part, thanks for that, by the way, we redid the communication system to directly measure distance between a province and the capital. What else? Let's see. We've overhauled buildings recently. We added in unique name sets for the majority of our 88 different cultures and languages for rulers, generals, etc. And, of course, fixed a galleon full of various disastrous bugs and crashes. The long and short of it is that 0.7 Nezahualcoyotl is coming. We're working on it. There is still a ways to go, but we're getting ever closer, and sooner than you think, we'll be opening the update to close testing. So keep your eyes peeled and look out for more blogs and video updates from us in the near future. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.